Hello everyone, welcome back again. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for all of you that already clicked this video and watched this video, and I hope this video will help you later on. So today, me and my friend will present one material about strategy post COVID-19 in economic sector. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Komang Sushmita Pasekania Maheswari, and my friend is Anak, Agung, Chandanika, Laksmi. So this presentation will be decided into three sections. The first is introduction and the impact of COVID-19. The second one is the strategy post COVID-19, and the last one is about conclusion. So the first, I'm going to share or explain about introduction and impact of COVID-19. So in nowadays, world is facing an extremely difficult situation. 215 countries are face health emergencies, and they have to save their citizens from this COVID-19. So now, what is exactly COVID-19? So COVID-19 or coronavirus disease is a disease that very come new right now, that it caused from the virus that called coronavirus, that is come through droplet when someone is sneeze, cough, or exhales. So now I'm going to explain about the impact of coronavirus in Indonesia, especially in sector economy, because in Indonesia the coronavirus is very affect the economic sector. So in Indonesia right now, many workers are fired and they asked to be work at home. So for those people or workers that have to work at home and then they have to fire, they do not have enough money to buy some needs to their family, like that. So the next is many companies are bankrupt because they cannot cooperative with another company in another country because of funding problems. And last is decreased number of visitors. Many visitors cannot come to Indonesia, or visitors from Indonesia cannot come to another country because of this pandemic. So in Indonesia, the number of visitor is decreased up to 34% from before year. And then next, there are so many impact from this coronavirus or COVID-19. So now what is exactly we should do to make all better? What is strategy that we can do to make our Indonesia or our country will better? So the first strategy is micro, small and medium enterprises, or MSME. So MSME is the main driver of economy in Indonesia. So everything is depend with MSME. As you can see, there are several important factors to strengthen in the face of pandemic. The first one is MSME must be able to regulate cash flow. So it can be done by we have to always write down the expenses and income in Bank of Indonesia. The second one is innovating and looking for new ways to increase revenue. So in this factor, we have to find a new idea or new ways to make people interesting, and then it will help economy in Indonesia. And the third is credit restructuring. So we have to do this credit restructuring to be more flexible in managing finance. For the Industry 4.0 and digital economy will be presented with my friends Anak, Chandanika, Laksmi.
Thank you so much for Sushmita that was explained the introduction, the impact, and also the first strategy of post-COVID-19 in Indonesia, especially in economic sector. Now I will explain the two last strategies for post-COVID-19 in Indonesia, especially in economic sector. Okay, the next strategy is Industry 4.0 and digital economy. Industry 4.0 gave birth to digital economy. The most striking evidence is digitalization. Digitalization opens up new jobs and also increase business productivity because the data used in are more efficient. During pandemic, all of people already did the implementation of Industry 4.0 or everyone do online transaction, online learning, work online like doing presentation online, and also the last is online fundraising. So the community has carried out initial training to implement the Industrial Revolution 4.0, and the government needs to encourage more the Industry 4.0 to stabilize the economy in Indonesia after COVID-19. Okay, the next strategies is promote tourism recovery. Tourism is the one of sector that must be encouraged to recovery because this sector is the easiest and also opens to absorb workers. In Indonesia, tourism is very popular, but because of COVID-19, we have to face the decreased number of visitors that come to Indonesia. Now, I will explain 6 ways to recover the tourism. The first is put the people first. This way aims to make the tourists more confident and also less worried about traveling. How? By make the rules that like wear masks and also follow the health protocol. The second way is activation of effective recovery communication channel. This way is to carry out an effort that to maintain a positive image of tourism. Okay, the third is demand stimulus. Here's the first thing we should do is require destination mapping that is ready and at the right time. Then we create a trigger to increase the desire of tourists to travel, and last, make sure tourists get good facilities. The fourth is focus on main destination, and the fifth is prioritize domestic tourism. Because of post-COVID-19, so the foreign tourists can come to visit Indonesia to traveling. So the main market to tourism in Indonesia now is domestic tourists. Okay, the last is focus on 3 main subsectors. The 3 main subsectors are culinary, fashion, and also craft. So with these 3 main subsectors, many visitors will consider to visit one of tourism in Indonesia. Okay, finally we reached the last section because we already explained the impact and also the strategies that might used by the government for post-COVID-19 in Indonesia, especially in the economic sector. So I can conclude that the government and also the society must be work together to restore the economic in Indonesia. We start from encourage to progress of MSMA, or Indonesia we call it as UMKM, and also promote the industrial 4.0 and digital economy because everyone in Indonesia are recalled. So the society in Indonesia already implementing the concept of Industry 4.0 during pandemic. So the government need to encourage it again, and also the last is promote tourism recovery. So the tourism in Indonesia can run as normally. Okay, that's all from us about topic strategy post COVID-19 in Indonesia. I hope you like it and thank you.